She said to me, "You're so naive and too trusting. You're like a little child. You'll believe anything anyone would tell you."
Intense testimony today as one of Lori Vallow Daybell's former friends testified on the witness stand. Vallow is charged with murder, conspiracy, and theft in the deaths of her two kids, JJ and Tylee Ryan. She's also charged with conspiracy and theft in the death of her husband's late wife, Tammy Daybell.
Okay, so we're 5 weeks into Vallow's trial. We've had several days where we've had these moments of shocking, I guess, testimony. Today, like no other. Abby Davis joins us now to break down what happened in court today. Abby, her friend's testimony shocked a lot of people, including the defense in court today.
It did, but first let's back up. Lori's attorneys told the court she had an alibi for when her kids and Tammy died. They said Lori was with her niece and a woman named Audrey Baratero in Hawaii when Tammy died. Well, today, Audrey testified, saying she met Lori in 2018. The years that followed were tumultuous. On Wednesday, testimony from Lori Vallow's former friend, Audrey Baratero, stunned the courtroom. Baratero said Lori threatened her in October 2019.
She said that she would cut me up. And something about that she wasn't in the mental place to do that, but that she would get herself in that place to be able to do it. She didn't want to have to because it'd be so messy and there'd be so much blood. And that and bleach and something about trash bags, and that she would bury me where no one would ever find me.
But defense attorney Jim Archibald had some issues with those tearful confessions. He said Baratero never mentioned those threats while previously testifying in front of a grand jury.
Do you remember your testimony that you did not say anything like this?
I was scared, and she had said that if you ever tell anyone, I'll come and find you in the dark of night.
You want the jury to believe that you just didn't make this last crap up.
I did not make it up.
But you acknowledge that you did not say this when you previously testified in support of probable cause.
Yes, Chad and Lori.
Thank you.
After Baratero, Fremont Police Detective Vincent Kaiakamanu took the stand. He investigated Tammy Daybell's death, who was the late wife of Lori's current husband, Chad Daybell.
This message is sent from tammy.daybell@gmail.com.
Kaiakamanu read an email Tammy sent to her son after she saw a man dressed in black clothing pointing and shooting a paintball gun at her.
I could just hear the clicking of a whooshing sound of an empty paintball gun.
Later in his testimony, Kaiakamanu reviewed photos of some guns Lori's brother Alex Cox owned. He said one of those guns could have been mistaken as a paintball gun.
This one stuck out because it has a larger scope on it, which could be mistaken as a hopper, which Tammy described.
Based on previous testimony this week, we know Tammy died of asphyxiation just days after the reported incident. Ian Pelosi also testified. He's the husband of Lori's niece, Melanie. The defense argued that they violated the exclusionary rule because his wife saw or heard previous testimony, but in the end, the judge ruled that Ian didn't violate that rule, and so he'll be back on the stand tomorrow morning.
And Ian previously testified, or excuse me, a law enforcement officer previously testified this week that Ian was asked to record conversations he was having with Lori, Melanie, and some others. So curious to hear if they play those recordings tomorrow.
It'll be interesting to see. All right, thank you very much, Abby.